Welcome to the course on Python for data analytics, machine learning and generative AI. In this video, we are going to learn about Numpy indexing in Python. In this video, we will cover the power of brackets, assessing single elements and selecting ranges, Boolean indexing, creating sophisticated filters, the power of ellipsis, n-dimensional array, broadcasting, and so. By the end of this video, you will understand how Numpy indexing helps us find and work with specific data inside large arrays. Numpy indexing enables precise navigation and extraction of data from multi-dimensional arrays which are central to scientific computing and data analytics. Here, each small cube represents a data value stored in an array. The highlighted cubes show how we can select only the values we need. Indexing allows us to access rows, columns, or patterns quickly and easily. Learning Numpy indexing helps students analyze data faster and more accurately. The square brackets in Numpy are used to choose specific data from an array. They help us pick one value or a group of values easily. Using brackets, we can read, change or update data at exact positions. This is very useful when working with large amount of data. Learning this step by step makes data handling faster and more effective. In Numpy, every value in an array has a position number called an index, which starts from 0. In a one-dimensional array, we use one index to get a value, counting from the start or from the end using negative numbers. Array of 0 gives the first value, while array of -1 gives the last value using negative indexing. In a 2D array, we use two numbers, one for the row and one for the column. Matrix 1, 2 means the value in the second row and the third column. In a three-dimensional array, we use three numbers, depth, row and column. Cube of 1, 2, 0 means the value from the second depth layer, third row and first column. This shows how indexing helps us reach exact value in simple steps. This system helps to find exact data quickly and accurately. Let's now see how slicing is used to select a range of values from an array. The colon helps define the start and end position of the data to extract. This method makes it easy to work with parts of large data sets. In a one-dimensional array of ARR of 1:4 means select values starting from 1 up to index 3. The stop value is not included in indexing. In a two-dimensional array, matrix 0:2, 1:3 means select rows 0 and 1 and column 1 and 2. So it chooses the array 2, 3, 5, 6. Slicing helps to extract useful parts of data quickly without writing extra loops. Boolean indexing allows us to select only the values that satisfy a given condition. It works by creating a true or false mask and filtering the array based on that mask. Numpy is imported and an array ARR is created with values 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. The condition array greater than 20 checks each value and creates a Boolean mask false, 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 true and true. When we write array greater than 20, Numpy selects only the elements where the condition is true. As a result, the output contains only 25 and 30 which are greater than 20. Combining conditions allow us to filter data using more than one rule at the same time. logical operator like AND with ampersand, OR with pipe, and NOT with tilde help create precise selections. Numpy is imported and an array ARR is created with the value 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. The condition array greater than 10 selects values greater than 10, while array less than 30 selects value less than 30. The ampersand operator combines both conditions, so only values that satisfy both are kept. When we write array greater than 10 and array of less than 30, Numpy filters the array accordingly. As a result, the output is 15, 20 and 25. Indexing with arrays lets us pick multiple elements from different positions at the same time. It is useful when the values you need are not next to each other. Numpy is imported and an array ARR is created with values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. A list called indices is defined as 0, 2 and 4, which represents the positions we want to select. When we write ARR of indices, Numpy looks at those positions in the array. Index 0 gives 10, index 2 gives 30 and index 4 gives 50. The final output in a new array will be 10, 30, 50. The ellipsis with 3 dots is a shortcut that tells Numpy to include all remaining dimensions automatically. It makes working with multi-dimensional arrays easier and cleaner. Numpy is imported and a 3-dimensional array called cube of shape 444 is created using random numbers. The expression cube of ellipsis 3 dot, 0 means select all elements from the first 2 dimensions. The 0 at the end selects only the first element along the last 3rd dimension. This is the same as writing cube : 0, but ellipsis avoids typing every slice. The output is a 2D array showing values from the first layers of the 3D cube. np.newAxis is used to add a new dimension to an array without changing its data. It is commonly used to convert a one-dimensional array into a column or row vector for further operations. Numpy is imported and a 1D array ARR with 1, 2 and 3 is created with shape 3, null. The expression ARR : np.newAxis adds a new axis, converting the array into a column vector. This changes the shape from 3, null to 3, 1, where each element appears into own rows. The data values remain the same, only the array's shape is modified. Numpy allows you to change values in an array using indexing or slicing. This makes it easier to update selected elements or a whole range at once. Numpy array ARR is given the values 1, 2, 3, 4 is created. The slice ARR of 1:3 selects the elements at index positions 1 and 2 with values 2 and 3. When we assign 99 to this slice, both selected elements are replaced with 99. The final array becomes 1, 99, 99, 4. Numpy indexing cheat sheet summarizes the major technique for assessing and manipulating array data, ranging from simple element access to advanced filtering and reshaping. It highlights when to use basic indexing, slicing, Boolean and array indexing, ellipsis, dimension expansion, and in-place modification for efficient numerical computation. A Numpy ND array stores data in memory in a very organized way, not just as a list of numbers. The core attributes of a Numpy ND array describes how data is stored and interprets in memory. They include the data pointer, memory, location, and the data type D type of elements, shape, the dimensions of the array, and strides, the byte steps needed to move between elements along each axis. The shape tells how many rows and columns the array has. The strides explain how Numpy moves through memory to reach the next row or column. The smart memory handling makes Numpy fast and efficient for large data. The code np.arrangeof9.reshapeof3,3 creates a 3x3 Numpy array containing values from 0 to 8. Printing x.shape and x.strides prints the array's shape, dimensions, and strides, which shows how data is stored in memory. Numpy broadcasting allows arrays of different shapes to work together by automatically expanding smaller arrays. It compares shapes from right to left and stretches dimensions of size 1 to match the other array. There are 3 rules of broadcasting. Rule number 1. If two arrays have a different number of dimensions, Numpy adds extra dimension of size 1 to the left of the smaller array, so both arrays have the same number of dimensions. Rule number 2. When comparing dimensions, if one array has size 1 in a dimension and the other has a larger size, Numpy stretches the size 1 dimension to match the larger ones. Rule 3. If in any dimension the sizes are different and neither size is 1, Numpy cannot broadcast the arrays and raises a value error. The matrix M has shape 2, 3 and the array has a shape 3, null. Numpy first treats A as 1, 3, then stretches it to 2, 3 so that element-wise addition with M is possible. Numpy broadcasting efficiently computes values over a 3-dimensional grid using less memory and time, instead of creating large 3-dimensional arrays. Smaller 1-dimensional arrays are automatically expanded during calculation. I, J and K are created as 1-dimensional array reshaped to 200, 1, 1 and 1, 200, 1 and 1, 1, 200. Numpy broadcasts these arrays to a common 200, 200, 200 shape and computes R is equal to square root of I *2 plus J *2 plus K *2 without explicitly storing all intermediate grids. Let's now have a quick summary on what we have covered in Python Numpy indexing. Numpy is the foundation of Python's data ecosystem, providing fast and memory efficient n-dimensional arrays for numerical computing. It enables high performance vectorized operations, supports powerful array creation and manipulation techniques, and offers extensive mathematical, statistical, and linear algebra functions. Additionally, Numpy includes tools for random number generation, probability distribution, and simulation, making it essential for scientific computing and data analysis. So, let's open Jupyter Notebook and write some Python code together and bring the concept of Python Numpy indexing to practice. Thank you.